जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय Jaya Pushpat Paravangja Paribrajagacharya Sattva Sadasyamal Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavindi ki Jai, Ramacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki Jai, Sri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Sam Kundi Radha Kundi Girigavardhan ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham ki Jai, Navadvip Dham ki Jai, गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, स्वामीत भक्तविंद की जय. All glories to the Assembled Lord. All glories to the Assembled Lord. All glories to the Assembled Lord. Thank you very much.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 1st chapter, 62nd verse. Stambhayan, Stambhayan, Atmana, Atmana, Atmanam, Atmanam, Yavat, Yavat, Sattvam, Sattvam, Yata, Yata, Shrutam, Shrutam, Na, Shashaka, Shashaka, Samadhatum, Samadhatum, Mano, Mano, Madana Vepitam, Madana Vepitam, Stambhayanatmanatmanam, Stambhayanatmanatmanam, Yavat Sattvam Yata Shrutam, Yavat Sattvam Yata Shrutam, Na Shashaka Samadhatum, Na Shashaka Samadhatum, Mano Madana Vepitam, Mano Madana Vepitam.
Stambhayan Atmanatmanam Javat Sattam Yatha Sutam No Sasaka Samadhatum Muno Madano Vepitam. So, his mind became very much agitated, young man, and he is seeing in his front that another young man and woman embracing and kissing. It is very difficult to restrain. Unless one is very advanced, it is not possible. That I was reciting the verse by Jamunacharya. Jadavadhi mama chitta padaravinde Krishna padaravinde nava nava dhamadantumas Tadavadhi vadanari sangame bhavati sustunis. Unless one is very strong in Krishna consciousness, it is very difficult to restrain the mind and the senses. It's very difficult. Here it is said, Mano Madana Vepitam. Madana means Cupid or the lusty desire. So he was agitated, his mind was agitated by lusty desires. Therefore, we have to be very careful for the association. Sangha sanjayate kama. We develop different consciousness by particular association. Therefore, for advancing in Krishna consciousness, we must associate with the devotee. You cannot advance in Krishna consciousness without being in the association of devotees. Sri Narottam Das Thakur says, tell them that Hindi will be in the evening. Tell them that Hindi will be evening. Yes, between 7:30 to 8:30. So, Mana Madana Baby. Cupid is always disturbing. This material world means this Madan, Cupid, whole material world. Janamaithunadi grihamedi sukham mitucham. Grihomedhi means those who have decided to prolong this body for sense enjoyment. That is going on. Everyone is trying so hard. In big cities, they are working so hard, like hogs and dogs. Not for, they say that we are hungry, we must work very hard. But that is not the fact. The real fact is that we want to enjoy sex. So far hunger is concerned, you can control. But sex desire, it is very difficult. So this material world means that Maithunadi. Maithun means sex intercourse. That is the beginning of material life. You know very well how strong is sex desires in the Western countries. Even an old man going to die, he has also. Although he cannot enjoy sex, still he is trying his best by medicine, by other means, by intoxication, by stimulant. That is the only happiness of this material world. Janamaithunadi grihamedi sukham mitucham kandugane nakarayo ribadukha dukham. Tipante neha kripana bahudukha bhaya kandutaiva manasija visayeta dhira. The human civilization means to create the population dhira, not to be disturbed by sex impulse. This is human. Not that so many so-called sadhus, and they are now preaching openly the yoga by sex. Yoga by sex. They have invented. Yoga means to find out the supreme law within oneself, within the core of the heart. That is real yoga. Yoga means to connect. to connect with whom? With sex life? No. The sex life connection is there even in the birds, beasts, ants, animals, worms, everywhere. Because the whole world is going on sex life. Does it require any yoga system? But people are fallen so down that they are invented because people want it and these rascals, they exploit them. This is going on. Real yoga system made to control the senses, not to increase or indulge. Now they are clearly advertising in the Western countries, transcendental meditation, there is no restriction, there is no question of faith, so many things. But as people want it, they want money and they advertise like that. People do not want to follow the religious principles. People do not want any restriction. They advertise, yes, you haven't got to follow any restriction. You haven't got to believe in some religion. You simply pay me $125 and I give you a mantra and you become successful. This is right. But that is not the fact. The real fact is how to control the mind. Here we see that mana, madana, bepitam. Nasasaka samadhahu, mana, madana, bepitam. Our mind is always agitated for sense enjoyment. Mind is the master of the senses, or the chief man, just like superintendent. Mind is dictating, and the senses, the mind is dictating to go here, there, immediately the legs go. You see here, the eyes see. The mind is the center. Manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karasati. Bhagavad Gita. This living entity, mamaivangsha, Krishna says, all these living entities, they are my part and parcel. The question may be, then why they are rotting here? If the living entities are part and parcel of Krishna and God, so why does he not live with God? The immediate answer is, manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karma. This living entity, this conditioned soul who has come to this material world, the only reason is that they want to satisfy the senses. Manasasthani indriya. Therefore, there is struggle for existence. He wants to enjoy. He wants to become the enjoyer, but he is not enjoyer. That is called illusion. He is enjoyer. He cannot enjoy. Enjoyer is only Krishna. Purusha. Purusha sasatam. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Parabrahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavam purusham sasatam adyam. Krishna, the Lord, is described as Purusha. And living entities are described as Prakriti. Aparayam itastu vidhi me prakritim para. Jiva bhuta mahabhava jayedam dharjate. Krishna is explained. There is material energy and spiritual energy. So,
Jiva Bhuta. Jiva Bhuta, the living entity, they have been described as Prakriti. And Prakriti means female. And Krishna has been described as Purusha. So Purusha is the enjoyer and Prakriti is the enjoyer. We don't think that enjoy means simply sex. No. Enjoy means subordinate, to carry out the order of the Purusha. This is the position of Krishna and ours. We are part and parcel, just like the hands and legs are my part and parcel of the body. So the duty of the hands and legs are that carry out my order. I say my leg, carry me there. It will do immediately. My hand, just take it. I'll take it. The hand will take it. So this is Prakriti and Purusha. The Purusha orders and the Prakriti performs the duty. This is the reality. Not that as soon as we say Prakriti Purusha, immediately there is question of sex. No. Prakriti means obedient. Obedient to the Purusha. This is natural way. In the Western countries, they are artificially trying to become equal. But that is not possible by nature. And there is no such question, inferiority or superiority. There is no such question. That's like in the beginning, Jato va imani bhutani jan, janmadasya jataha. Where from this Purusha and Prakriti relationship began? Janmadasya jataha. It has begun from this absolute truth. Therefore, absolute truth is Radha Krishna. They are the same Purusha and Prakriti. But Radharani is the servitor, servant. Radharani is so expert that she always attracts Krishna by her service. This is Radharani's position. Krishna is called Madan Mohan. Here in Vrindavan there is Madan Mohan. And Radharani is called Madan Mohan Mohini. Krishna is so attractive that we are attracted by Cupid and Krishna attracts Cupid. Therefore his name is Madan Mohan. And Radharani is so great that she attracts Krishna. Therefore she is the greatest. The Vrindavan, therefore, people are accustomed to chant Radharani's name more than Krishna's. Jai Radhe. Yes. If you want Krishna's favor, you just try to please Radharani. This is the way. Now, here it is a madana bepitam. Mind was agitated. So this mind agitation will go on unless one is attracted by Madana Mohan. If we do not be attracted by the Madana Mohan, so long we are not attracted by Madana Mohan, we must be attracted by Madana Bhava. This is the problem. And unless you can control your mind, unless you are able to control your mind not to be disturbed by Madan, there is no question of liberation. The ultimate goal of life is how to become free from this material engagement, repetition of birth, death, and threefold miseries. That is the perfection. They do not know what is the goal of life, what is the perfection of life. The whole world, especially in this age, they are so fallen that they do not know what is the goal of life. All these big political parties, philosophers, scientists, there is no knowledge. They are in the dark. Therefore, it is called illusion in the dark. But we understand that Krishna Surya Sama. Krishna is just like sun. Krishna Surya Sama, Maya Andhaka. And this darkness means Maya. Krishna Surya Sama, Maya Andhaka. Jaha Krishna taha nahi Maya Rodhika. Mami Vaja Prapadanti, Mayami Tam Taranti. This is the problem. No, it is a great science. Krishna consciousness movement is much scientific movement. To get the whole human society from the pitch of dark. Grihanda Kupam. Grihanda Kupam. Prahlad Maharaj was asked by his father, what you have learned most, the best thing what you have learned. He said, Hityandha Kupam, Hityatma Ghatam Grihanda Kupam. Vanangato jad harimasayita tas sadhumanne asuravajja dhinam sada samidvigna dhyam asadgraha. The same thing. Sada samudvigna dhyam asadgraha. The materialistic persons, they are always in anxiety. Tas sadhumanne asuravajja dhinam. Dehina means not only human society, anyone who has accepted this material body, in small and big, the demigods Indra and Lords Brahma, such big, they are also living entities, and the ant is also living entities. By their pious activities, they have got big posts as demigod, prolonged life, and many other facilities. But they are all living entities. So these living entities means everyone has got material body. Material body means it will end. Antavasthu ime deha. And the Bhagavad Gita. However strong you may be, Palwan, Antavasthu ime deha. It will end. You cannot. You may run in the morning 3 miles and then take very stimulating food stuff, and everyone is trying to become very strong. That is good. But however strong we may be, even Hiranyakashipu, it is not good to stay. Hiranyakashipu became very strong. He ensured that he would not die in daytime and night time, and in the water, in the land, on the sky, not by any human being, not by any demigods, not by any animal, not by any weapon. Everything he ensured. That's all. But God's policy is so nice that all his insurance keeping aside, he killed him, not by weapons, by the nails. He forwarded that I may be killed by the nails. Then he thought, I shall not be killed by any animal or man. So, Narasimha Dev, you cannot say it is lion or man, mixed. And he thought that he would not die in daytime or night time, but he was killed in the evening. It is neither day nor night. So he would not be killed in the sky, in the water, or in the land. So he was killed on the threshold. Therefore we should always remember that we cannot cheat God. He is always at least little more intelligent. So the conditioned soul, they want to cheat God. They want to deny God. They want to cheat God. But that is not possible. In spite of all your insurance and cheating policy, you must have to die. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Mrityu aham sarvaharam. You do not accept me, that's all right. You are collecting things for your enjoyment. But I shall, when I shall come as dead, not only you shall be killed, but I shall take away whatever you possess. So this is intelligence. That they say there is no God, and God says, yes, you'll see me at the time of death. But you cannot avoid death. So before meeting death, that's why Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj so many times requested, my dear father, why you are becoming atheist? By his grace you have got so much power. Just submit to him. No, there is no God, I am God. So this is called demon. In spite of being punished in so many ways, they will deny the existence of God. So they are, those who are not devotees, they will be agitated by the mind, by Madan, by Cupid, by so many other illusory things. But if one becomes Krishna conscious, then nothing comes. Because Krishna conscious person is not in want. He is not in want. So long we will be in want, our mind will be agitated. Therefore Prahlad Maharaj advised the sada samudvigna dhiya, those who are always agitated, everyone is agitated. Samudvigna Tatsadhamane Asuravarta Dehina. Anyone who has accepted this material body must be always agitated in mind. Sada. Why? Asadgraha. Because he has accepted this temporary body, he must be full of anxiety. He cannot be apart. Asadgraha. Asadoma sadgama. The Vedic Indian sentence. Don't keep yourself in this temporary world or temporary body. Must go to the spiritual world, back to home, back. This is Vedic Indian. Sadgama, asatoma, sadgama. Asadgraha, if you accept this temporary material world, means temporary body, dehinasmi yatha dehi, kaumana kaumana. We are transmigrating from one body to another. This is asadgraha. Why I shall transmigrate? If I am Itara, na hannate hannamane sarire, I am Itara, this is intelligent. How I can get permanent body so that I may not have to change body one after another. This is it. So, this person, there are many important words in this verse, and it can be explained for a long time. The one word is that Stambhayan Atmana Atmanam. Just like a thief is going to steal, he also tries to control it. I am going to steal. The after effect will be that I will be arrested and I will have to go to jail. And it is forbidden by Shastra and human laws also, state laws. So I am going to steal. There is risk. Actually there is risk. But this consciousness beats him, but he cannot control. This is the position. He cannot control. He knows everything, but still he steals. The same thing happens here. Here it is said, no sasapo samadhatum. He was a Brahmin, learned Brahmin. He knew that I am being agitated by the sex desires. It is not good. It is not good. Jatha suto. Suta means Vedic knowledge. He had sufficient education in Vedic knowledge. Jatha sutam. Java sattam, as far he could control. Stambhayam atmana atmanam. He tried to control the mind as far as intelligence concerned, but no sasako, he could not. No sasako samadhatum. Why? The mind was too much agitated. This is the point. This is the point that his mind was too much agitated, madana viditam, by lusty desire. Lusty desire is very strong. Therefore, it is in the injunction of this house, matra sassa duhitrava, na vivikta sane vaset, balavan indriya grama, viddamsa vikarsati. That is viddamsa vikarsati. This Ajami is a learned Brahmin, is vidwan, is not a fool, but viddamsa vikarsati. Therefore it is forbidden. Matra sassa duhitrava. Don't keep yourself in a lonely place and talk peace with woman, even she is mother, daughter, or sister. Strictly forbidden. That peace will kill you. Therefore it is forbidden that don't talk in solitary place with woman, even she happens to be your daughter, your mother, and your sister. Generally, one is not agitated with sex, with mother, with sister, and daughter. But it is forbidden not to get. Even Brahma became agitated by seeing his daughter. There is instance. Even Brahma not know what to speak of others. So, mind is so very susceptible. But this mind can be controlled only by Krishna consciousness. Yoginam ki sarvesam madgata antaratmana madgata. Thinking of Krishna. Antaratmana, within the core of heart. Madhugata antaratmana. Sadhyavan bhajati juma. Samaya justutam. He is first class. So, unless we can control the mind, we cannot become yogi. Yoga means indriya samjam. Yoga means not reducing fat or reducing. No. Yoga means controlling the mind, controlling the senses, and concentrate it upon Vishnu, Krishna. Matpara. Yogam junjanam. Madasa. That is yoga. When we take shelter of Krishna and practice yoga, then it will be successful. Not that transcendental meditation or foolish things. No. We have to control the mind. If you want liberation from this material world, you have to control your mind. Therefore, Ambarish Maharaj, he showed us example that Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vindai Vacham Shivai Kunsa Gunanuvarna. Simply engage your mind thinking of Krishna and talk of Krishna, then this agitation will not disturb. Thank you very much.
हाँ?
दुल्हा-दुल्हन को आशीर्वाद देने वाले
Yeah. Prabhupada said, only reason that they want to satisfy the senses. So that's why there is struggle for existence. So later on, Prabhupada also said, enjoy Krishna, who worship Sadhu. So then Prabhupada explained about Purusha and Prakriti. So Prabhupada was explaining that generally we don't think that enjoy means just having sex. So Prabhupada given high definition of what is enjoyment. Yes. Enjoyment means a one life carry out very good. This is here a beautiful example. Just like the legs and hands of the body, the carry out order. Prakriti is supposed to carry out the order. Prakriti is obedient to the rules. So later on, Prabhupada was explaining that how Radharani is called Mother. Krishna is saying, if you want Krishna's favor, you have to dash. Because that's why in the very chants, Krishna's name is Jaya. So Prabhupada was saying that if Prabhupada was saying that unless how you can not get attracted by the mind, what will happen if somebody is not getting attracted by Madana. Somebody is getting attracted by Madan Mohan. What will happen? Yes. So Prabhupada is saying that Madana will. Prabhupada is saying unless you control your mind, unless you are able to control your mind, you still have a relation salvation. So, afterwards, Prabhupada was talking that everybody is trying to be strong, but then Prabhupada was saying that will not help. Prabhupada is an example. Everyone is trying to be We always efforts, we will not ignore. Prabhupada was saying our mind will agitated and attached. Unless we always want. Want also is there. Prabhupada is so long we want what we need. They are so it is always supposed to want. Want is the agitation. Want was in So what really intention is to get out of this agitation? What really intention is? Prabhupada specifically to Asatoma Satyam. Don't keep yourself in this temporary world or temporary world. Must go to spiritual. Must go to spiritual life. All these activities will make us go. So later on Prabhupada was elaborating on Sabha Atma. So Prabhupada was giving the example of a key who is trying to steal. So can somebody elaborate on that? He knows that you are going to be accomplished and you have to be doing. So you cannot avoid success. So you will be able to know that Very good. thinks that I am the controller, but he forgets that consciousness is waiting on us. And that's why I'm going to see the other side control. I'm going to see. After everything, I will be arrested. And I will go to jail and he is following the Shastra. So I am going to see. There is this. Actually, there is this, but this consciousness makes it. But we cannot control it. This is the question. We cannot control it. We know that but still it is. He sees. The same thing happened. Here it says, not Shastra Samadhi. He was around, meaning that I am being agitated by this section. It is not good. It is not good. So that is so let us see this whole example of Bhajan. We will see. So Prabhupada was Marga Shastra Vikro. Somebody elaborate.
वो देनी बेटे जरा
So any proposals speaking about yoga. What does yoga mean and not?
Means chanting the holy names of Krishna, doing service of yogas.
Yeah. You want to answer?
And then Prabhupada was telling that if you want liberation from this material world, you have to control your mind. Give an example of this mind. Prabhupada gave example of Krishna. The way Krishna simply engage your mind with Krishna and power. There is celebration.
Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय।